As confident as you may be, it's going to happen. You have a bad game. There's lots of reasons why you have a bad game, not all to do with you. Maybe a tough game to referee. But let's think about, if you've had a bad game, how do you take the negative feedback? How do you take the lack of self-confidence? Well, the first thing to do is to objectively assess why you've had a bad game. To get effective feedback means it needs to be objective measures of why you think you've had a bad game, and also think about the people that are giving you that feedback. Look at their agendas. Why are they giving you that feedback? Look for people who don't have an agenda outside of you, the referee. And lots of people within the sport will have an agenda to give you feedback. Assess the people giving you feedback and make sure you're getting it from the right people. Once you've assessed that and you've taken it on board and you've analysed your game, critically consider, okay, what can I improve upon? The thing is, when you've had a knock to your confidence, it only becomes a problem if you can't do anything about it. And typically you can. So, back yourself. Identify what the problems were and start putting them right. There is, of course, the difficulty about being worn down by constant negative feedback. First of all, if you've identified if it's worthwhile feedback, fair enough, but it still hurts. So in order to develop mental resilience, it's absolutely critical that you stay fit and healthy. You get enough sleep, you eat the right sort of foods, you have family and friends around you, and you do something outside of the sport. Go cycling, create a hobby, read a book, relaxation techniques. It's not the worst thing in the world to have a poor memory. And I mean that seriously, because you are going to get lots of feedback and you will get knocks. Sometimes you just need to forget about it and let it go. And I'd like to introduce you to a really underestimated mental technique. It's called intellectual stupidity. Sometimes it's really good to be so stupid that you don't take on board lots of information, that you simply go out and referee and say, what the hell, I'm going to do it. You can spend hours analysing and thinking about your game. Sometimes it's better to be intellectually stupid and know when is the time to say, I'm just going to go for it. The final piece in this, it's always the same with psychology, self-awareness. Come back to understand who you are. Because when you are having a knockback, when you have had a bad game, when you're getting criticised, if you are highly self-aware, you know what you can work on and what you can't, and you can move forward. You can also reject some feedback and take on board what really counts. So there's lots of information on the website, lots of articles. Go and read those. You're going to have bad games, but you're going to have more good ones. Focus on the good ones, deal with the negative ones.